having your season being on the line and being saved like that?
Oh my gosh. I'm happy for our guys. I'm happy for our fans. It was an incredible atmosphere. We were laying everything on the line. A couple of things. Down the stretch, Brad hits the big three. It's the pull-up. John attacks the free throw after we get a block and a steal. It's the big three. A lot of guys made a lot of plays. I think naturally you gravitate to those 4 or 5 plays. But Keith's minutes were tremendous all game long, and he's been nursing an ankle injury, but never, not once, he's made an excuse. I'm proud of that. Same thing with Jan. His minutes were good. Same thing with all of our guys. Only John, I think he's had 2 games in this series. I think one game he was 0 for 9, and tonight he was 1 for 9. He ended up like 8 for 16 in the halves. Not too many guys can do that. When I played, I missed 2 shots. I didn't think I was going to make the next shot. But he's a winner. He plays to win. He's not worried about his stats. He's worried about winning the game.
Coach.
Yes.
Right, William Ford, watching. You were talking about Markieff Morris. Could you talk about how big he was, especially with rebounding, him and Gortat?
He's love him. Love coaching him. I like his toughness. I like him. He just competes. It doesn't say a whole lot. You have to pull teeth to get a good morning out of him. He's just a good guy. He plays hard and he gives us great minutes. He can guard multiple players. Switched down on Isaiah. Isaiah made a tough shot, even though we wanted to put a couple of bodies in front of him. But he's one of the big reasons we've had a successful season. He's one of the big reasons we're going to Game 7.
Scott, you guys had trouble from 3 tonight, but then you mentioned Brad and Markieff and of course John making clutch threes come down the end. What does that, I guess, say about mental toughness or their awareness to be able to pull those off?
One of the things that with Brad, going into the season, meeting with him throughout the summer, is become a complete player, and he has done that right in front of our eyes. As a 23-year-old, he's one of the best 2-way players in the league. He was 0 for 8, I think, or 0 for 7 at that time from 3 before he hit that shot. By just being who he is, he just sticks with it. He's not a shooter. He's a ball player, and he plays both ends of the floor. He attacks the basket. He had 5 assists tonight. He did a great job defensively. But for him to make that shot after being 0 for 7, it just says about his toughness. He's a mentally tough player, and we love what he brings to our team. The 2-way mentality is a big part of our success.
Scott, Jim Michael, CSN Mid-Atlantic. Speaking of Brad, was the way he played in that second half in particular, was there an extra focus put on beating his man off the dribble when he got bigs like Olynyk on him to get inside the paint and cause some things to happen, either to get his own shot or to open up things? Did you guys see that going into halftime?
Yeah, I mean, that's some of the things, the adjustments we've made. If they're going to put bigger guys on our quicker players, we have to attack. We can't settle for jump shots. If the basket's big and you're confident, yes, absolutely, you can trick them into wide open threes. But if they're going to pressure you up, you got to be able to attack them. I thought Brad and John did a great job tonight. John, he attacks the basket. We got to keep getting there. Tonight he got the 6 free throws. He stepped up and made all 6. But we can't settle for jump shots when bigs are in front of you. It doesn't make sense. And we've been working on that and talking about that, and they did it tonight.
Coach, Ashley from Fox Sports 1340 AM, right here.
Yes.
For Game 7, what is your plan to get Otto more involved?
Otto, he didn't have much of offensive rhythm. He had a lot of good, I think he had 3 or 4 really good looks. Maybe in the 5th one was a good look. But he does a lot of other things for us. He rebounded the basketball, 7 rebounds. He can play defense. He's a good team defender. And it comes and goes. They're going to take some guys out. Tonight they took him out. Didn't give him a lot of looks. Who knows, Monday night might get 15 looks. But he's going to be ready to make them. We just got to keep delivering the ball to open players.
Todd Douglas, Washington Times. When you were down 5, what were your priorities at that point? When there was a timeout in the final possession, was that for Brad and Marcus Smart? Looked like he blew it up, and so
yeah, I mean, he did blow it up. They make it tough for the move, so we have to do a better job with that. John stepped up and made a big shot. It's sometimes playoff basketball is you have to give the defense credit, and you can't stop playing. You got to look for the next opportunity. And John came and got the ball and spaced out the floor, and he had a good look on the three. You know, we had a couple of possessions before that. I think it was like two minutes. We called a timeout. Brad got a great look. I thought that was going down. We would have tied up. We would have been up 3. And they came down. We had 2 mistakes on Isaiah's 3 and switch with Keith. And we didn't give up. We didn't give up. We didn't give in. We just felt like, you know, timeout. We talked, hey, we got plenty of time, and we just got to make plays. And that's when we trapped, got the steal. Brad hit the 3, and that's put us in. And then we got another stop, and John got the 2 free throws. A lot of winning plays by both guys, both teams. I thought our guys made one last play, and now we have a deciding game.
Coach Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com in the back right. How many Game 7s have you been involved in your playing and coaching career, and what do you think is the key to being successful during such games?
I coached a couple of them, Game 7. We won them. Great games. It's great. It's like you always talk about it. 2 best words in playoffs is Game 7. You get an opportunity to play a Game 7. As every player on our team, as a kid, you could dream about playing the Game 7. And those are the places you dream about. I dream about playing in the Spectrum, and that was my favorite team growing up. I'm sure all the guys have their favorite teams, and you always get an opportunity to make that last shot when you're a kid. And all of these guys get this opportunity to be a part of a Game 7. It doesn't happen often. I don't even know if there has been a Game 7 in these playoffs, but it's a great opportunity for us to go to a tough building, and our guys are confident. We've had 3 cracks at it there. You know, one game came down to the last second shot we missed. We would have won that game. So a lot of respect for them. We got to come out and play much better than we had in Game 5. You know, hopefully that was our bad game of the series.
Coach Jared Weiss, CLNS Media. John said after the game that the Celtics can't come in here dressing like a funeral, and really took offense. What were the players saying during the game, and how do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to my lawyers. I think we have that trademark, right? That's our thing. Like I said before, I don't get involved in that. I don't know. I mean, we focus on playing basketball. It's a game of. It's 48 minutes long. You got to compete. You got to do the right things on both ends of the court. And you got to do it together, and you got to play for one another. You just got to have a mindset that I'm going to compete for my team every second of the game, and you don't want to let your teammates down. And that's all it's about. What you wear to the game. You know, we all have rules and what we can wear and not wear. And sometimes it looks like, as we see some of these outfits, that they're breaking those rules. But players have fun bringing what they want or wearing what they want going into the game. You know, I wear my Wizard sweats, gray ones. Our blue.
Scott, Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. You've been tied up in all these games here, and you know your mind's been there. But as you take out after this, was this kind of fated to go 7 the way your 2 teams have been?
Well, yes, I think absolutely. You know, we played each other during the regular season. We split the series 2-2. Seems like it was meant to be. Hopefully, we will play better than we played the last game there. Our guys are confident. We have a group that we have great resolve and great commitment to doing the little things. It's not like I told the guys after, they all drive me crazy, but I love them all because sometimes we forget about doing the little things and it kicks us. We don't like it, and we have to focus on doing the little things up in Boston. It's great. It's going to be a great opportunity for both teams to compete for 48 minutes. It's great for the league. It's going to be great for the fans, and we're all going to look forward to it. And a few more days of seeing you, it's going to be a really pleasure on my part.
Scott, sorry if you had to answer this earlier, but throughout the earlier 5 games, at least the winner had reached 100 points. This game seemed to be a little bit of a slower pace, a little sluggish. Were you a bit surprised by the change of pace tonight?
I'm surprised that I'm actually surprised we didn't get hot in the second half. I thought we would get hot and make shots because we were getting good looks, especially from the 3. And then I thought we became tentative. We didn't want to take the 3. And sometimes when you have the 3 and you got a guy you can drive around, absolutely drive him, attack his feet, make plays for yourself or your team. But I thought we passed up probably 5 or 6 threes, and that's when during one of the timeouts I just said, you know what? don't worry about making them, just worry about taking them. And there's a big difference. If you think about trying to make every shot, it's not a game of perfection. You're not going to be able to make it, but you got to take every shot like you know you've worked on all the time. And with Brad, he's missed 7 straight, and he makes the last one. In my mind, he's hot now. He's hot. Now he's going to make the next one. And all shooters need is one. And so I'm glad that he got that one. All right, you guys have a good night.